Hi, my name is Jonathan Hicks. I'm back at the Dice Cup, and this evening I'm joined by
Lily.
Jack.
Amy. Laura.
Steve. And we've just finished playing Coyote, which is why we've all got these excuse me, feathers and headbands and things on our heads. Essentially, the way the game plays is you're looking around, trying to work out what the total is on all of the different numbers. So you can, Steve has got that number, but we're not going to let him know what that is. You can have, we should keep the secret really, but this is a negative number, but she doesn't know that she's got that on her head. You can see these two have got ordinary numbers. And this one, this one, just angle your head slightly differently, there we go, because of the light. This makes the biggest number around the table into a negative number, so that's really going to mess with the score. But everyone else looks around and they don't know what they've got on their head, so I don't know what I've got on top of my head. And you try and come up with a number to start with, and the idea is the number you pick is lower than the total. So, Amy, do you want to pick something?
3.
Okay, so she starts pretty low.
7.
Yeah, because she can't see, she's got the max negative on her head, and that's going to really mess with it. So Steve looks around and...
I'm going to go 8.
Oh, okay. Now I'm looking at all these and thinking, well, there's a lot of negatives here. I think I'm going to challenge this. Now, I could say a higher number, but if I challenge, effectively we're going to see if Steve's right or not. Now, he's gone for 8, so we all take our feathers off, and I had a 10, but if we put them in the middle, this now becomes a negative 10 because of that one. Plus negative 5 is minus 15. If we added the others, what's the total, Steve?
19.
19.
So this is 19, so it's positive 4.
So positive 4. So because it was, Steve said a number higher, he loses and he gets a tomahawk to the head. And if you get 3 tomahawks to the head, like Steve here, then you're out, effectively. And it's just last man standing. So you keep going around, you do several rounds of this, you deal out a new feather each time, stick it in your headband, and you just keep trying to guess. Now, there are a few other little extra things that you can add in. Obviously, there's some negative numbers. Most, I should say, of the deck are normal numbers, if Steve, you found a few of the normal ones out. But you potentially, here are the normal ones, you've got things that will double the total, make the biggest number 0, have a random one that you just kind of draw off the top of the deck. So there's extra things that will mess with it. So it's never quite as straightforward as you might think. What do we think?
It's quite fun, but you've got to be quite fast at maths.
Okay.
I like that you could bluff a fake number just to make someone else think that they've got a certain high or low one.
Yeah, I mean, there are.
I also really like the bluffing element, and actually, as someone who's not great at maths, it's quite good practice, actually.
I thought it was great, yeah. I'm also not massively great at maths, but it wasn't too difficult. Mildly problematic, but overall fun.
I think it's a fantastic game, just counting up around the table. The addition of the negatives and the blue numbers just makes this game brilliant for me. You can bluff people if you can see the person to your left has one of those ones that's going to really mess things up, like the max minus or a minus 10 in the hand. You can really throw them off. You can go, yeah, 25. When you actually know the total's really low, but they don't. You know from their point of view, they think, oh yeah, 25 might be that, I'll go 26. So you can mess people up with that. It's one of the best games to watch whilst not playing. Because if you're watching and you're out, you can sit there, okay, I'm out. Okay, I know the total's 14, and you watch them squirm and you're going, they're on 15 or 18 or something, they're squirming away, and you're sitting there trying not to give things away. You can give things away if you kind of laugh too much, or you kind of stare at one person's head more than anyone else's. You can give stuff away like that. I think it's great.
Rating?
8.5.
I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
I'd go 8.5 as well.
Solid 8.
I'm going to go 8.
Okay, I really like this game. I think you do have to play it with the right people. The maths isn't too challenging, but the coping with the negative numbers can be tricky, so you definitely want to make sure everyone's on board with that. But with the right group of people, I just think it's so interesting. A lot of the time you'll want to be confident, as Steve says, even though you know the total's actually lower, and sometimes, because you don't know what you got in your head, you're like, oh, maybe it's like 1 higher, 12, knowing that potentially it's a lot higher. The next person challenges you and they're out because it's a lot lower than that. So there's lots of nice things you can do with the bluffing. I do really like it. It doesn't take too long, although there's some player elimination. Usually the rest of the game is quite quick with fewer players in there. I think I'd be on a 9 out of 10. I think it's fantastic. All right, thanks for watching. That was Coyote.